doesn't like a good survival story? Everyone has one. Unfortunately, most of our stories are pretty boring. Flat tires on a country road, lost wallets in a foreign city, sprained ankles on a hiking trip. If you think your survival story is awesome, think again. These 5 survival stories are ones to remember. I'm James from DinoCreek.com, and this is 5 most amazing survival stories. Number 5. Aron Ralston. During a solo hiking trip in Utah, Aron Ralston's arm got stuck under a heavy boulder. Ralston survived for 5 days on what little food, water, and urine he had. On the 6th day, he realized there was only one way he would survive. Slowly and painfully, he first broke his arm, then cut it off with a small multi-tool knife. He then had to rappel 65 feet down a cliff wall with just one arm. Even then, his car was still 8 miles away. Thankfully, he encountered a family from the Netherlands who alerted authorities and saved him. Give Aron a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Literally. Number 4. Alexander Selkirk. Daniel Defoe not only wrote a masterpiece when he penned the Lost on a Deserted Island classic Robinson Crusoe, he created an entire genre, but behind the story was a real man, Alexander Selkirk. During the 1700s, Selkirk was a pirate hired by the British to attack Spanish ships. After a disagreement with his 21-year-old captain, the 28-year-old Selkirk asked to be left on a deserted island off in the South Pacific Ocean. He soon regretted it. He spent the next 4 years alone on his tiny island. By that time, he had learned how to fish and hunt, and likely could have survived even longer. Historians are still unsure what happened to his volleyball. Number 3. Harrison Okene. If you have a fear of drowning, you may just want to skip ahead. In 2013, Harrison Okene became world famous for surviving for 3 soaking wet days in a sunken ship. How did he do it? The ship sunk just right to hold a pocket of air in the bottom compartment where Okene fled to. The Nigerian sailor managed to stay alive in a tiny 4 square foot pocket of air, even as the ship slowly sank to its resting place 100 feet below the surface. His rescuers were just as shocked to find him alive as he was to be discovered. The funny part? When the ship started to sink, Okene was sitting on the toilet. At least he didn't need to flush. Number 2. Matt Souter. In 2006, Matt Souter became the most popular student in his high school. When an F2 tornado with 150 mile-per-hour winds slammed into his mobile home, Souter was ripped out of the top and sucked into the air. The tornado carried him over 1,300 feet, more than a mile, before placing him gently down on a soft bed of grass. If you disregard Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, Souter is only the 2nd person in recorded history to survive such an event. He's also traveled the furthest distance. For this twister surfer, there was definitely no place like home. Good thing he didn't run into any sharks. Number 1. Ricky McGee. Fans of French cuisine may applaud Ricky McGee. In 2006, McGee miraculously survived 70 days lost in the Australian outback. McGee had made the mistake of picking up a hitchhiker, only to later wake up in the desert, half buried and getting pawed at by hungry dingoes. In order to survive, he made a tiny shelter and subsisted on a diet of insects, snakes, and lots of tasty frogs. When McGee was finally located more than 70 days later, he had lost over 120 pounds. He may have discovered the most effective weight loss program ever. Be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red subscribe button. Dino Creek delivers amazing videos covering every possible topic on the planet. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll release quality videos. Subscribe now and you'll automatically be notified when we do. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.